Your body releases stress chemicals when you're triggered. That's automatic. But staying angry? That part is optional. Most people don't realize this, which is why anger controls them instead of the other way around. By the end of this video, you'll understand why people push your buttons, what anger is actually hiding, and how emotionally calm people stay unshaken no matter what happens. Let's start with the rule no one teaches you. Chapter 1. The 90-second rule. When someone cuts you off in traffic, criticizes you, or disrespects you, your nervous system floods with stress hormones. That chemical surge lasts exactly 90 seconds. After that, your body is done. But then comes the problem. You replay it, you rehearse the comeback, you tell the story again. And instead of opening a window, you keep making more toast. The anger isn't continuing because of them. It's continuing because of the story. This is your first PowerPoint. You can let the chemicals flush, or you can feed the fire. Chapter 2. The button pusher. Myth. They really know how to push my buttons. No. You're not a remote control. No one can push a button you didn't already have. Triggers don't come from other people. They come from unhealed wounds or violated values inside you. When someone sets you off, they're not controlling you. They're revealing something. That sarcastic coworker? They might remind you of a critical parent. That dismissive partner? They might activate an old fear of not mattering. Once you see this, everything changes. You stop being reactive, and you start becoming the operator. Chapter 3. What anger is really hiding. Here's the truth most people miss. Anger is not the real emotion. Anger is a bodyguard. It shows up to protect emotions that feel more vulnerable. Hurt, fear, shame, rejection. When someone criticizes you and you snap, you're not angry, you're hurt. When your partner forgets something important and you explode, you're not furious. You're feeling unimportant. Anger feels powerful. Vulnerability feels risky. So anger steps in and speaks for you. But here's the shift. I felt hurt creates connection. You always mess things up creates distance. Address the real emotion, and anger loses its grip. Chapter 4. The choice point. Between every trigger and your reaction, there's a space. Most people don't know it exists. Viktor Frankl discovered this in a concentration camp. No matter what happens to you, you always have the freedom to choose your response. That passive-aggressive email hits your inbox. Your impulse is to fire back. Pause. May I ask you something? What response would I respect myself for tomorrow? That question activates your choice point. That's emotional power. Chapter 5. The observer's self. What if you could watch your emotions instead of becoming them? Inside you is a calm observer. You can notice, I'm feeling anger rise. My heart rate is increasing. Without saying, I am angry. That small language shift changes everything. You're no longer hijacked. You're aware. This is how emotionally steady people stay calm in chaos. They feel emotions. They just don't drown in them. Chapter 6. Difficult people are training you. Here's a radical reframe. Difficult people aren't obstacles. They're trainers. That micromanaging boss? They're building your patience and boundaries. That passive-aggressive neighbor? They're training emotional regulation. Just like physical training is uncomfortable, emotional strength is forged under pressure. Once you see this, you stop feeling like a victim and start becoming a student. Chapter 7. Boundaries without walls. Boundaries aren't walls, they're gates. You decide what comes in. I'm open to talking, but not while being yelled at. I care about you, but I won't engage in constant complaining. That's not aggression, that's self-respect. Boundaries protect your peace without isolating you. Chapter 8. The timeout protocol. Walking away isn't weakness. Sometimes it's intelligence. I need a break so I can respond, not react. 5 minutes of space can prevent weeks of damage. Emotionally mature people don't explode, they pause. Chapter 9. Stop believing. Every story, you're not reacting to reality. You're reacting to your interpretation. Same situation, different story, completely different emotion. Change the story. Change the experience. Chapter 10. Integration. This is where change happens. Don't try to master everything. Pick one skill this week. The 90-second rule, the observer, the pause question. Practice it consistently. That's how emotional mastery becomes automatic. Calm people aren't born that way. They trained it. Imagine who you'll be when other people no longer control your emotional state. That version of you is closer than you think. If this helped you, like the video so others find it. Comment which idea hit hardest. Subscribe if you want more psychology that actually changes how you live. Your peace is worth protecting.